Okay, hello. I am overjoyed to share with you today's video, which is going to be me showcasing all of the items that I bought in 2022. All of the fashion related items, all of my fashion goodies from the year. And let's just do an initial disclaimer. Some of this stuff is also from 2021, like the end of it, because I just thought it would be more fun that way. And I wanted to demonstrate that, honestly, 3/4 of my current wardrobe is stuff that I've obtained within the last couple of years. For example, all the stuff to the right here, and actually all this, included not much in here. One, because I've been able to thrift more in Miss Great Old 2020. Obviously, it was a pandemic, and so I wasn't thrifting very much. And then prior to that, I was a college student and did not have a salaried income and was busy being anxious and having undiagnosed ADHD. Needless to say, I wasn't spending any of my extra money on clothes. Anyways, this is about 2022, and so I'm going to take you on a journey through all my pieces. Part of the reason why I want to show most of my clothes is that I've gone through a bit of a style awakening, if you will, like a style transformation. I would say during college, I wasn't super stylish. I didn't have a great sense of what I personally liked and loved, and the things that I did like that I wore were things that I knew were safe pieces. They were things that I'd been wearing for years. I had tried out some stuff, but up until 2021, I don't think I was very adventurous. And so I like to describe my style awakening as kind of like the Lollapalooza-fication of my personal style, because it was in going to Lollapalooza in 2021 where I started to really step out of my comfort zone, because I was like, oh, I should wear fun outfits. So say what you will about footwear and that kind of culture. It was a time in my life that I just really felt like I could take some more risks. And I didn't even really buy any new clothes for Lollapalooza in 2021. I just kind of reshifted and repurposed the things that I already had and started to find like, wow, I really love wearing color, and I love wearing like bold and different colors and mismatched colors. And I just started having so much more fun with my style. And this is now the fruits of that awakening of being like, you know what? Let's have more fun. I've been watching a lot of YouTube content, as well as I'm an avid Pinterest user, on and off. Sometimes I have to delete it, maybe. But so I've consumed a lot of content around fashion, but I don't think it was until I started really obtaining the pieces myself and wearing them and trying them out, and or not wearing them, like getting the pieces in my wardrobe and then being like, I don't like this. I've never worn it. I know. As we go through the pieces, I'm going to be talking about the pieces that I got, where I got it from, how much it cost, roughly. I'm going to try to go through this as quickly as possible because we have, as you see, a lot to get through. The other kind of categorization I'll be making about my clothes is, was this a satisfying purchase or do I regret it? With all that being said, I'm going to clear out my non-2022 clothes so we can focus here. I think it's also worth noting that I did choose this outfit intentionally to some degree. These are pants that I got in early 2021, and so they don't really count, but I do want to talk about them because they have influenced the pants that I bought moving forward. And so these are the pencil pants from Big Bud Press, and I fucking love these pants. These have become my staple pants. They like fit. I have thigh and ass and hip, and they fit. I don't feel like I'm drowning. I've gained weight pretty consistently since starting college. I mean, since being born, obviously, but I was gaining like 5 pounds a year, and now recently I have gained even more weight, and that's neither here nor there. But these pants have really stuck with me, and they've continued to fit. They also have a stretchy part of the waistband, and so these are my pants that I go to when I am gonna go out to eat, because when my stomach gets more full, when I get like bloated or whatever it is, the pants don't stop fitting. I'm a big fan, big fan of the pencil pants. I also have them in salmon, clay red, I think is the color. So these are navy and clay red. I think each pair of these was like $90, and I'm extremely satisfied with the purchase. I think about getting more colors all the time, but I am trying to thrift more pants than I buy new. And so that will lead us into the rest of these pants here. This was what really probably ignited me starting to look at clothes online and seeing that as a viable option, because I saw Maddie Dragasbeck. She recommended the Big Bud Press trousers. And so I bought the trousers first, and then, well, so the trousers are wide-legged, and they're big. And so I ended up getting the wrong size in these. I got a large when I should have gotten a medium. Bud Press has notably inclusive sizing, which is very nice. And all their clothes are made in Los Angeles. As far as I can tell, this is a brand that's worth supporting, and so I will support them. So I bought the trousers, and then I was like, okay, whoa. The wide leg is not my thing. So then I went for the pencil pants, and I cuff them whenever I wear them, and I'm a cuff girl. I love to cuff. They've since come out with the petite cut of these pants, which I haven't tried, and I think they just have a shorter inseam, and so I'm interested in that, but I have yet to pull the trigger on any of them because I really don't need them, and as I mentioned, they're fucking expensive. These were also like $90, and these are a bright red. I was really bold when I bought these. This were also a 2021 purchase, and the reason I'm including them here is because I recently got them tailored so that they fit a little better, and so they've had a little bit of a renaissance with me, and I've since worn them a couple times. I don't necessarily regret buying these. Well, I wish that I had gone for the pencil pants right away because they were what I really wanted, but these are cool and they have their moment. Red is just such a bold color. Of all the bold colors, I feel like this is the boldest. So anyways, these get their moment sometimes, definitely on the holidays, and yes, so I like these. Moving on. Next, I have a few pairs of pants that I got from Colin's sister. Shout out to her. Because we're like roughly the same size. We have slightly different shapes here, but we're roughly the same size, and so these pants didn't fit her anymore, and at the time they did fit me. Now they don't fit me super well since I've gained more weight again, but these are cool. So these were free to me, and so we've got a pair of black, like tapered leg faded jeans. They're like decently thick, and they've got like a bit of a pucker here. These are from H&M. So, and they have these actually have pretty small front pockets. One thing that I've been spoiled with now with these pencil pants is having massive front pockets. And so I never put my phone in my back pocket anymore. But I was a back pocket phone gal up until I bought these pants. Seriously, these have like changed my life. And you'll see too in some of these that like now I go for a bigger front pocket because it's just way more convenient. Okay, next we have these pink pants. These have the same energy as the red pants where like they are bold. I'm also famously not a pink person. I have like come into like a reclamation of the color pink personally. Pink was a big part of my I'm not like other girls energy because pink is like such a stereotypical girl color. These also have big front pockets. These do not fit really anymore, but I'm hanging on to them because my size fluctuates. What are you gonna do? And she gave me the option when she gave me these, and so do I regret like taking them? I don't think so, because I think that these will have a moment for me at some point, but to this day, it's been like a year and I haven't worn them, so do with that what you will. Lastly, this is a pair of pants that I've worn a ton. These go into a category of like old lady pants that I see at the thrift store all the time, where it's just like a solid color pant. They're like a thin, light polyester material, and they have an elastic waist and they have front pockets. And that's it. And they remind me of pants that my grandma would wear, because she would always wear just like plain tapered leg pants and then would have a shirt that matched. And then maybe like a sweater over the top that also was like the same exact color, or it was like a pattern that had the same color. Anyway, I always find pants like this at the thrift store. These ones I got from Colin's sister. And I didn't realize, like before these, I didn't have any like tan or khaki pants. And now as you can see, we've got more. And so these were really fun into my wardrobe, and I really am really satisfied with these. As I was getting more into color, I was like, I don't want plain, like, tan pants. Like, can't I be more adventurous than that? And I think that was foolish, because I think that was another phase of my I'm not like other girls attitude, which it takes a long time to unpack, evidently. But I was seeing, like, influencers and YouTubers at the time have these, or have, like, the tans, the beiges, like the neutral colors, and having that be their outfits. And I was like, that's so lame. Obviously to each their own, but I was like, I don't think that's for me. And that was just so silly, because now these are such a real piece, and there's really nothing wrong with this color. There's truly nothing wrong. Like, it is a color worthy of integrating into my wardrobe, just like every other color. So that was a lot to say about a color, but that's where we're at. So these pants, all hand-me-downs, if you will, and I like them. I think they all have like these black ones. I have a couple other pair of like black denim, but they don't fit super well. A couple of them I got tailored to be tighter, and now I've since grown, and so that kind of sucks. And so these are like a nice weight, and they're still like a little full, whereas my other ones are a very hard, crusty, stiff denim, which has its moment, but it's not the most comfortable. I digress. I'm talking too much about these fucking pants. Okay, speaking of pants that don't fit, I thrifted these at the Goodwill near me. They're Nasty Gal, and I mean, they're a good pair of pants, but they don't fit my thighs anymore. And so when I got them, they were a little snug, but I was like, just in my like gaining weight phase, I was like, I'm gonna go back down. My weight fluctuates, you know the drill, and my weight has not gone down, so these still don't really fit. Like, I could put them on and pull them up, but I can't sit, and it's really too bad. They're a good pair of jeans, and so I'm excited to hopefully be able to wear these someday, but I think I do regret a little bit pulling the trigger on some pants that didn't actually fit at the time. That's like a rule I've been trying to abide by, is like, buy clothes that fucking fit me now. And so this was a lapse in judgment. What are you gonna do? And they were so cheap. So I thrifted these. They were probably like $6 or something like that from the Goodwill. And yeah. Okay, next. This is a pair of pants. I did buy these new from Old Navy. These were a birthday present. Colin took me shopping for my birthday. He was like, I'll just like get you something from a store. And these are like a linen blend pant. And fuck, I love these pants. They're so comfortable and cozy, and they have big front pockets, which you know we love. There's a tie so that you can actually get them to like sit and stay on your waist. I wish that they stayed on my waist a little bit better without having to do the tie, because that can start to dig into my hips and it is a little painful. But these are good. They're probably $20. They're one of my fast fashion purchases of the year, but they're really good. I am absolutely satisfied with these, and I wore these actually to like a 4th of July thing with my family, and my cousin was like, babe, I love it. Where'd you get it? And she bought some on the fly, like on the spot, was like, I'm gonna get those. So I would recommend these. They're very good. I did consider getting them in other colors, but I didn't love any of the other colors, and I think it's okay to just have them in the one color that suits me well. They do their job. I don't know how well the color is reading on camera, but it's like a burgundy brown. Definitely leaning more brown than red. Okay, next, another one of my favorites. This is a pair of the grandma pants. The elastic, plain colored. This one even has like a pleat. I don't know if you can see it very well, but there's a pleat down each leg. And so these are good. I fucking love these. These ones have like a little bit more fabric here. They're not as bad as some that I've found, but these fit very well. And I love the color. I was thinking of getting pencil pants in a color like this, but then I found these and I was like, you know what? Even better. So I thrifted these at Goodwill, probably also for like $6. I'm going to be approximating my Goodwill purchases because I never remember the amount, but it's always sub 10. Okay, next we have another Goodwill find. So these are just black pants. These are Lee khakis. That's all I can tell you about them. I couldn't even tell you the size, but they're solid black. So there's this picture of Emma Chamberlain, and she was wearing like a full black outfit, and she had these black like tapered pants. They kind of looked like the fit of these, but they were solid black, and then she wore them with like black Converse and a black shirt, and I was like, fuck, I like that a lot. And so I had been chasing a pair of black pants, trying not to give in and buy the black pencil pants. I think they were also sold out in black, which also lent me to not doing that. But I was like, I'm sure I can find those at the thrift store. It just took over a year of searching to finally find them. And I really like these. These are actually, they're like a decently wide leg. But my mom taught me this trick for rolling these up that has to do with like, you like fold the side in so that you get it to be smaller, and then you just cuff it twice. And I was like, there's no way that that's gonna stay throughout the day. But it totally did. I had to redo it like maybe once. And so I get these as wide-legged and also tapered pants. And I think that's very fun. And this was a very satisfying find at the Goodwill. Also probably like $6. And I'm happy with these. And it's been fun now to style like solid black. It's very, very different than styling a faded black denim. It's just a much more intense black. It's just different, whatever. Okay, in a similar vein to these black pants, I found, I'll unfold one pair, but I found these at Goodwill as well. And they're a similar, like, these are Riders, which is also Riders by Lee, right? They're the same brand. This is called, like, Riders Casuals, and these are in a 12M, and they're 100% cotton. Very cool. But these are kind of like they're kind of like a trouser, and they're pretty high-waisted. And but they fit around my butt and then are just kind of like a straight leg, and I really like them. They have no back pockets, and they do have belt loops. And so I found this pair, which is like a brown, and I found the tan khaki at the same store, probably donated by the same person. And I liked that they had belt loops because, contrary to what I showed you before, the tan pants with the elastic waist, I could wear a belt with these. And now I have since done the whole roll up the cuff, taper the leg trick. And earlier I mentioned something about brown. This was my first time being like, I'm gonna buy brown pants. The color here, this was like another one that was out of my comfort zone, but that I felt excited about. And both of these I've been very satisfied with. I have worn both of them a couple times, and they're comfortable. They're not like a super thick material. The tan ones are actually thicker than the brown ones here. These feel more like linen-y. I guess they're cottony. They're 100% cotton. Are these 100% cotton? Looks like we'll never know. These might have even been like $10 at the Goodwill that I found them, and big wins. I love when I find a Goodwill pant that fits. I find a lot of Goodwill pants that do not fit. So these were like beautiful. Back on the not fitting train, I bought these because I think it was after I'd gotten these tan pants, and I was like, man, I really love wearing light colored pants. I'm just having such a good time. And so these are some Lee. At the time that I bought them, I was able to put them on, and they were a little snug. It's the same story as the Nasty Gal jeans. They fit my height very well, which I almost never get at the thrift store. I would say even these three are a little long, but they still fit. But these fit so perfectly, and they're a white kind of cream denim, and I just was so obsessed with them. I was like, these are just such a good pair of pants. Like, I have to have them, and hopefully one day I'll fit into them. So I would say I don't regret them, but I have not really been satisfied by having them yet because they don't fit me right now. And so, yeah, these are probably $10. Good hardy denim. Okay, last hanging pant item. This is a mini skirt that I got from Costco because it is actually a skort. Ooh, ah. And I got this in case I like went out to a club. I don't have much club attire. Like if I wanted to wear something and just like look hot and but also be free to dance appropriately. I mean dance appropriately, like I'm not going to be restricted by my clothing. So hence the skort. And I have to say, I have not worn it yet. I haven't. I also bought this in a small because at Costco they only had a small and a large. The large was definitely too big. I really needed a medium, but I got the small, and I was like, you know what? If I'm getting this for like clubbing, which have I gone clubbing in the last 2 years? No, I have not. And so this is kind of like for a fictional version of me that like might go out for a friend's birthday, but it hasn't happened yet. This was, I think, like $12 at the Costco. I could have lived without this, really. I've even like brought it with me on trips to see if I wear it, and no dice. Okay, now we're gonna go into the folded pants that I pulled out from like my drawers and from my spring summer clothes. And we've got a decent banger to start us out. This is a pair of leggings from Girlfriend Collective. This is another brand that I will stand by because they make their clothing out of recycled bottles. They have inclusive sizing. They have like inclusive models who are diverse in a number of different ways, and maybe not in ability. Like I don't see like any models in wheelchairs, for example, but they have like plus size models and models of color, etc., etc. And it's made out of recycled water bottles. It's very cool. I have a small story here with how I ended up getting these. I bought a puffer jacket from Girlfriend a couple years ago, and it started leaking like some of the fuzz and the feathers, and so it was happening on either side, like under my arms, and I had no idea why it was happening. And so I messaged their customer service team, and their customer service team was so kind. I like sent them pictures, and they were just like, cool, we've never seen this happen before, we will send you a new jacket. And I was like, dope. And then I got the new jacket, the same thing happened, so I messaged them again this year, and I was like, is there any way I could just like get a refund? Because I paid like $180 for this jacket. I just like want that money back so that I can get a new coat or something. And they were like, it's outside of the window to get it back as a refund, but we can give you store credit. And I was like, "Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'll take it." And so they happened to do that right around Black Friday. So I caught the Black Friday deals on their website. That was this year. And then I got the store credit. So I bought this pair of navy blue leggings. And I got them in an extra large because I felt like I had been getting too small of leggings in the past. And I've kind of fallen off from really favoring wearing leggings because they always like sagged off. And so I thought, let's try getting a size bigger and see if that makes a difference. Like maybe I'm just buying too small a size of legging. These might be too big. Maybe I should have gotten a large. I didn't really account for, I mean, I looked at the size and whatever, fuck. So these are fine. They're not like the best legging that I've ever tried, but maybe they are the best legging I've ever tried. I love any of the leggings that I have. Like I have a pair of Lululemon leggings that I asked for Christmas like a bunch of years ago, and those also sagged off and they were way too long. These ones are on the flip a little bit short. They are like an ankle situation, but these at least have decent pockets and they're fine. I don't regret spending my store credit on these. I think they were $30 during Black Friday and they're all right. They're fine. Thank you those. Next, here we have another Costco find. They had these pastel lavender shorts and these are good. These were probably like $15 and I like them. The denim is like very soft and stretchy and so they're very comfortable. I do wish that the denim was a little sturdier. That's a nitpick on my end, but they fit well. They're Gloria Vanderbilt and they're the all-around slimming effect. Okay, in size 10. And yeah, these I like brought to Lollapalooza, and I didn't wear them a ton this summer, to be honest, but I am glad that I have them because they are a different kind of short. Like this was one of the first more colorful short options that I got, so I like them. On my khaki bit, this is a pair of tan Calvin Klein shorts. I got them on ThreadUp. Not sponsored. I don't know, I was in a ThreadUp phase and it was like a thing that I could scroll in lieu of Instagram because I have a dicey relationship with Instagram. I delete it most of the time. And so for a bit I was scrolling ThreadUp because they had sponsored some video for some creator I watched. So anyways, these are good shorts. They are like extremely high-waisted. They give me camp counselor vibes when I wear them. And so sometimes I'm like apprehensive to wear them just because they just look, they're so tall, but they are good, and I have worn them a couple times. So I probably paid like $20 for these on ThreadUp. ThreadUp is expensive compared to the thrift store, and so I haven't gotten much from ThreadUp. Okay, next we have another Costco find. So I'll show you the green ones. No, I'll show you the blue ones because these are the ones I wear the most. These are Eddie Bauer, and they're a really thin, light material, like windbreaker-esque. I got these because I wanted pants to wear like while hiking when I occasionally hike because I don't want them to be too heavy for when I sweat, but I want them to protect me from the wind and the nature that's outside. These are some of the sweatpants that I wear in the summer because since I work from home, I like to just wear sweatpants and cozy clothes, but I didn't want to like start sweating when I walked outside. So I wear these when I'm working from home to, I think these were probably around the $15 mark each. I think I got just the blue pair first, and I was so chuffed with them that I bought them in green and black. So I really am glad that I got the blue ones. I really like this color. Evidently I love a blue pant, but I do regret getting them in green and black, and so there's $30 I could have saved. What are you gonna do? Okay, next, this is another Costco buy, and this is one that I regret because they're these patterned like, cotton feeling pants, but they're like a tight stiff weave. There's elastic on the back for the waist, but then the pants themselves are like not fucking stretchy at all. And I bought a pair of pants like this from Costco in like 2017, and I remember I wore them to a forest and I thought they were so cool. I loved the patterned pants craze. This was like a thing. These patterned pants, not in this particular pattern, but in more of like the appropriated tribal pattern, you know what I mean? So I got those pants back in 2017 and I liked them, but I didn't really like that they didn't stretch. And so the pair that I got was also like a little too small. Then I ended up ripping the pants because they didn't stretch. And so then I said, every time I saw pants like this in Costco again, I was like, I know better because I don't like that they don't stretch. Hi Arthur. What's up, buddy? Hello. Yes, good boy. Big time purrs. Okay, I'll let you down now, okay? Oh, buddy, I love you so much. So anyway, as you can see, I eventually caved and bought these again, and I thought, these ones have elastic in the back, and I'm gonna get a size that's actually big enough so that I have room to move in them. And so I was correct that these are like a little more comfortable, but they're still not comfortable enough, and I don't really like the pattern or the color that much. I thought I did. This was like an impulse buy at the end of the day. It was probably $12, and I absolutely regret it. I'm trying to like give them a chance in my wardrobe, and that's why I still have them, but I wish I just didn't buy them in the first place. Next, I've got this pair of blue pants. I got these at the thrift store, probably for like $6. They're sweatpants, stretchy jersey material, and I think I'm gonna put these back in the drawer. I had actually separated these out because I wasn't ever really wearing them. See, what had happened was Big Bud Press came out with the easy pants, and they were just like a more stylish sweatpant. They had like a fun texture on them, and I saw a pair in this color. It was like a cornflower blue color that I was really interested in, but then I said, I don't need to spend like $50 on a pair of sweatpants. And then I happened to see these in the thrift store around the same time, and so I was like, cool, this is my thrifted alternative to the Big Bud Press easy pants. But this is such a bold color. I have really struggled to style it, and then because it's obviously sweatpants, I've struggled to style it, especially because of that. I just don't really know when to wear them. I've really struggled with it, and so this is a pair that I wish I just hadn't gotten. This was probably $6 at the thrift store, but I think I'm going to put these with my work from home sweatpants now, actually, because I think I will get some use out of them there. Okay, next. I have another pair of the grandma pants. These ones are like a deep purple. Get into it. So I was really interested in the color. However, I do actually regret buying these pants. They were probably like $6. And it's because there's too much fabric in the crotch. And so whenever I wear them, they're just like big and bulky right there. And it's just, I hate the way it looks. I hate the way it feels. And so while I like the pants, they don't fit me. They don't work for me. And so, I don't know. I'm curious to see if I can tailor them to be better, but evidently not curious enough to go for it. So, that's a regret. Last thing in the pants category. I got this pair of overalls at a garage sale, actually. And they're cool, they're fun, they've got flowers on them. They're from Miss Look in a size medium. And the long and short of this is just that they didn't fit my, like, thighs and my butt and my hips. They just didn't. And so I also had Colin's sister try these on, and they didn't fit her either, and they're just too small. So it was like really too bad. I think I got them for like $5, and the person who was selling them, they were so cute. They were like, oh my god, I'm so glad that you like those. And I think that those are gonna look so great on you. I was really sad to have to give these up, and I'm really happy that they're gonna go to somebody who will love them. And I was like, damn, yeah, I'm excited too. And then they just didn't work. So I still have them because they were in my pile of clothes that I'll maybe sell. I've been thinking about putting some of these clothes on like Poshmark or Depop or whatever, but that's so much work. I listed some clothes on Poshmark when I was in high school, and I think I even sent some of them out, but I had to like get the labels printed at my friend's house and like taped them on. It was not, I don't want to do all that again. I don't have a printer that works right now anyway, so whatever. So that's pants. That is all the pants that I've acquired over like the last year and some change. Now we're going to move on to more like full body stuff, like the overalls. So this is one of the Big Bud Press short sleeve jumpsuits, and it's just like a little bit legendary. They are like wide leg, but I've been doing the cuff trick that I told you about, and then I don't have them up here, but I put beads onto safety pins, and then I use the safety pins to keep the cuff in place, and they're fucking cute. I have little pastel beads on there. Very cool. So I am a big fan of this. This was $180 before tax, and I'm satisfied with this price. I'm really happy that I own this now. It's not like a piece that I get an extraordinary amount of use out of, but when it does, it just like, it hits. It's very, very good. And it's very comfortable, and I always get a bunch of compliments when I'm wearing it. It feels good. It's like one of those pieces that just like makes me feel like myself and like a bad bitch. It just is so cool. And so that's another theme that I haven't mentioned with the Lollapaloozification, is that I have leaned into finding more clothes that make me feel more like myself. And I didn't realize that that's what I was chasing until like a year and some ago when I started acquiring some of these clothes. and when I started ruling out some of these clothes, was that I was like, these feel like I'm chasing a version of me that is not real, or that I don't like want to be actually. It's like an imagined version. So whatever. Okay, I have 3 more items that I got at a garage sale this summer. One of them is this mini dress and a skirt. It is not a romper, and it is like a biker chick is like the only way I can think of this. And then Tuaca, I think, is a liquor brand. I had to look it up, but this was like $2 or something. It was like ridiculously cheap, and I was like, if anything, this could be a good Halloween costume. I have not worn it. I did put it on, and it like I looked fucking hot, but I'm like, I don't know, I've not had an occasion to wear it, and so here it sits. I kind of regret it. What are you gonna do? It was $2. Next, this is a red dress, and so it's got like a taller shoulder moment here. This fits pretty tight. It is like really snug. Maybe I would wear this to a wedding or something. This is like not really my style. This was stepping out of the comfort zone, like, let's see if I like this. And I think that there's just going to be an occasion where I need a bombshell dress, like a fucking banger of a dress, and I think that this would be that. So now I have one. Will I ever wear it? Stay tuned to find out. This was also $5. I think I got this at the same place that I got the overalls. The same garage sale, that is. And then I think I got this at that same place too. This is skirt and shirt combo, a 2-piece set, and this looks more like an old lady set. Like, it just reminds me of my grandma. And my idea was that I would wear this with like some like bra underneath that I'd be able to like tuck the bottom of this into, so that I get like a cropped shirt look and I get like a little exposed midriff situation, and then the skirt. And I think this would also be a good like wedding look. Again, I've not worn this yet. This is definitely like a more formal piece in my eyes. And so, yeah, I haven't worn it yet, but I think that this is fun. Like, when I think about videos where I have to dress up, this feels like something that's more me than, like, I don't know, a lot of the stuff I've worn in the past for dressing up. Like, dressing up has always had, like, a nasty connotation for me. Like, I have to dress unlike myself to look formal and to, like, suit the situation. And I'm trying to find pieces that still make me feel like myself when I'm dressed up. I don't know, there's a lot to unpack there, and we're not going to unpack any of it. I got this. This is also $5. And it's a stretchy material, but it's got like a sheen. Okay, I'm going to take a hot break, and then we're going to get into tops. Okay, we're back. We're back in action. Let's get into tops. I'm going to try to go even faster through this. So, we're going to go by color, because that's how I have it organized, and it's fun that way. So, first of all, this is something I bought within the last few months. It's like a knit sweater with a V-neck. And this just looks really nice on me. My venture into sweaters has been very up and down, lots of downs. And I thought trying a new neckline and like fit would be nice, because I have a couple sweaters that are like crew necks but knit, and I don't love that. I think it's fine, but the way they fit on my shoulders is almost never good. And so this fits really nicely, and it has like 3/4 sleeves. I just haven't found the occasion to wear this yet. So this was like under $10 from Goodwill, and I'm going to give it a full year in my closet before I say I regret it, but that's where we're at with this. I like it. I like it in theory. I just haven't liked it in practice. Okay, next we've got a couple bangers. They're basically the same clothes. They're both a purple corduroy button-up kind of overshirt. One of them has like Pooh Bear embroideries. I'm not like a big Pooh Bear fan, but I just thought it was still really cute, so this was the one that I bought first. And so, but knowing that I like wasn't obsessed with Pooh Bear, and the sleeves are kind of tight at the cuff of it, made it like difficult to layer and difficult to take on and off when I have like a watch or boots on. And so I do like this, and I've worn this a couple times. But then I found just a plain purple one. This one is LL Bean and has like wider sleeves down here, and I think I like this one more. There's like a slight color difference where this is a slightly cooler purple and this is a slightly more reddy purple, like a warmer purple. I don't think I regret buying either of these, but I need to figure out something to do with the other one, and I think I'm gonna get rid of this one. Maybe this is something that has like high potential for selling. Yeah, because I think it deserves like a good home and somebody who like likes Pooh more. Yeah, this is like a Disney shirt. Not my thing. Not my thing. Okay, next we have a couple fast fashion items. I got them at Target. Sue me. This, let me untuck. This is a romper, actually. but I've never worn it like a romper. I've only ever worn it with like pants or shorts over the top of it, because then it's a button up, a knit button up that's always tucked in. Okay, it's genius and it's comfortable. And I've worn this a few times. I've actually worn this to a wedding. I wore this with the tan pants. I like this a lot. Maybe there's one day where I'll wear this as like a proper romper. That day's not anytime soon, because it's just the way it fits around my butt. I just like don't like the way it makes my butt look, and so I just don't like it. But this was like $20 Target. It is fast fashion. I don't regret this one. That's good, and it will serve me for a long time, I think. This, however, I regret a little bit. It is just a tank top bodysuit. It's actually a pretty deep cut. I actually got the same one in this blue color. I got them at the same time. And I was like, oh my god, those will be such good staple pieces. They're about like $12 each. I have worn them very rarely. I think I would go as far as to say that I regret buying these, because I have to make a conscious effort to include them in my wardrobe. Whereas like if they were gone, I wouldn't miss them. So maybe that's a good sign that I should like sell them. I was trying to get into like a tank top thing, and I liked the idea that these were bodysuits and so they wouldn't untuck, and but I haven't worn them. And like I said, famously not a pink gal, so this was like out of my comfort zone again, trying to like see what it was like to integrate this color into my wardrobe. We tried, maybe we failed, but we learned something along the way. Okay, next I've got another ThredUp purchase. So this is an American Apparel shirt. When you put it on, it gives like 3/4 sleeve energy, but then it's a wrap top, so I would wrap it and then it would be a v-neck. And this I think was $18, and it's very tight on the arms, and I've never worn it. I've had it for at least 6 months and have not pulled it out once. I thought this would be a good like bar top for the winter, so I guess we have yet to have that time. Like that time is now, and so maybe I will pull this out. But I'm like not opposed to wearing a fucking crew neck to the bars. Like I think this was again a thing that I bought to see if the version of me that I was imagining was truly the version of me that I wanted to be, and I don't think it is. This is another piece that like if I didn't have it, I wouldn't miss it. So we'll see this winter. If not, it's gonna go in the sell pile. All right, we got another Costco buy. Costco buys are like fast fashion. It's from Weatherproof Vintage, and it's giving Christmas. I like it. And so I told you I had an up and down relationship with sweaters, and so I thought that this would be a good addition, and so I'm trying it out. I just got it 2 weeks ago. It does have like a wider neck, so I'm not going to be able to layer it over the top of like a t-shirt, but it's definitely warm, that's for sure. This isn't a large, because I was like, I don't want a tight-fitting sweater. I want it to be loose, comfy, cozy. There's a little piece of me that thought maybe it wouldn't give exclusively Christmas, but I think it gives exclusively Christmas and like holiday times, which is not a bad thing, but just limits its reusability throughout the year. So we'll see if I do wear this holiday season. I think this was $12. Next, this is a piece that I thrifted somewhere. It's a Forever 21 top, and it's just red with little white flowers, and I really like the cut of it, to be honest. Like when it's on, it just feels very nice. So I layer this a lot. I'll like put different overshirts over the top. Like I put the purple over the top of this. Why not? You know? So yeah, this was like $5 at the thrift. This was also like a few bucks at the thrift store. It was originally a full-length tank top, and I actually got this for Colin, wondering if he might want to wear it at Lollapalooza, because he was interested in having some fun festival wear. And so I got him this tank top. He ended up not really liking it. And when I bought it, I knew that if he didn't like it, what I was going to do was crop it and then try it out myself and have like a loose fitting tank top. Because a lot of the tank tops that I have, even just like that red one, it's like a snugger fit. And so I was curious what it would be like to have a really loose fitting tank top. And I'll tell you what, I don't like the way it looks. It's comfortable, but I also like feel like my tits are out. Like I feel like they're out. Like I wore this when I had a couple people over, and I was just like I famously wear no bra, and like I don't think having my nipples exposed is like a bad thing. I think it's your nipples are just part of your body. But for some reason this just like crossed a line for me of like not really feeling comfortable wearing this in front of people. And so I haven't worn it since that one time because I just felt weird. So now I like will layer this under stuff. I layer it under this because then you won't really see it underneath, and it'll protect my nipples against another fabric that might irritate them. But in which case it's like a very loose bra, you know? Ooh, next we have got a beautiful little sweater vest here. This is not a sweater vest. This is like a suit vest, and it's so fucking cool. Look at all these patterns. It's giving extreme fall energy. There's like leaves, and the back is like a plaid. And it's so cool. I got this at the Salvation Army that's by me. I went there for the first time. It never showed up when I looked for thrift stores near me, but then I saw it while I was driving, and I was like, you've been hiding. They had some pretty good stuff. I actually got this to wear as part of my Halloween costume for this year because I dressed up as an artist. Not my favorite costume I've ever done, but this pushed me, I think, again, into a new style area because I layered this over the top of this to be like, oh, who cares about like clashing patterns? Like, I'm just wearing things that are beautiful. And then I was like, who cares about clashing patterns? I'm just wearing things that are beautiful. These are pretty cool pieces. I've worn this again for like Thanksgiving and just like out and about in the fall. I haven't worn this again. Jumping a bit ahead here in colors, I also bought this at the same thrift store, and it has little embroidered leaves on it. And like little pumpkins. It's very cute, very fall, very nice. Denim overshirt. So these were all from the Salvation Army, and they were all in the like sub $10 range. I feel like everything is like $6. In my head, I'm like, I got it at the thrift store, $6. Next, we have another girlfriend piece. I wasn't sure how I would feel about a plain sweater. You might also notice that this is the only yellow piece. That's because yellow famously is not a good color on me. So this was a bit of a gamble to see if like a paler yellow looked good on my skin tone, because I'm very red. I have like red and pinky undertones. And so wearing like a mustard yellow, for example, just like, it looks so bad. So this was a gamble. It turned out well. I also didn't know how I would feel about a plain sweater because, like I was just saying, with wearing beautiful patterns and having like more bold and colorful outfits, I was like, this might be a little too plain for me. But I like it. It turns out I really like it, actually. And it's very comfortable. I mean, most sweaters are. It's like not a high bar, but I like it a lot. Like, I think I would consider getting this in other colors. I think I got this mostly though because I had the store credit, but now I am happy that I have it. As far as the price, I don't really remember. Like $50 before the sale and then closer to 20 something with the Black Friday sale. I don't know. Okay, next. This is a green cardigan that I got at the Goodwill for like $6. You know the vibes. And I got it with the intent to be able to wear it as a top on its own. So button all the buttons up and then just have like V-neck, chest open vibes. And it fits like really nicely. I haven't worn it yet, but I think I had the intent of wearing it more in the winter and for like holiday parties. Starting to think I might have gone over the top with preparing for holiday parties and sweaters, but only time will tell. And who knows what mood I'm going to be in. I like to have options. What can I say? I was also intrigued by this because it's a much more like cropped cardigan than I've ever had. Pet peeve that I have had with cardigans in the past is that they're always just too long and I don't like the sweat of my whole outfit. And so I like that this will still give me like a waist. So this is good. This is from Garage, and this is an extra small. Next, this is another piece that I bought new from Target. It's a Wild Fable top, and it's got the little V here because I just think that's like so hot. Like I think that little detail makes a tank top just 10 times better. And so this fits very similarly to the red tank top I showed you earlier, and I've worn this a good few times. So this was probably $7, maybe like $6. And I'm absolutely satisfied with this purchase. I think that I'm going to have this for a long time and I'm going to wear the shit out of it. On the flip, this is a shirt that I thrifted. It's from Hollister, actually, which surprised me when I got it. But it is a like mock neck long sleeve with the like lettuce trim on the collar and the sleeves. And in like 2018 to 2020, I was in a huge turtleneck phase, and that started to blend into mock neck. And so then I bought this more maybe this year or last year, and I was like, perfect. I had been like waning out of my turtleneck mock neck phase, but I thought that this might bring me back into it, and this would be fun to layer just like under t-shirts. This was like $6. Anyway, so this was like a step toward grasping at a version of me that I had like clearly stepped away from. Yeah, so I regret getting this. I have never worn it, and I don't know that I will. I like want to keep it around in case I get into more of like a layering phase again. I don't know. I can't really explain why I haven't worn this, so maybe I'll sell that. Next, I have another Target tank top. They got me, all right? The Wild Fable line, they have me. They just like, obviously the people making clothes at Target are online seeing what's like cool and trendy, and I think that this is cool and trendy, and it fits very nicely, and I love the colors. I wore this to the Pride celebration in Minneapolis, and I saw somebody else wearing it. This was like $7, $6, $8, and I like it a lot. I've worn it a few times. Next, this is an extremely recent find. I recently went to LA, and then it's got the lettuce trim, and then it's got like kind of a lacy detail around the neckline and on the straps. I haven't worn this yet. I'm not super sure how to wear it. It is like 100% out of my comfort zone, and that's kind of why I bought it, because I was like, let's try a little something new. Let's see if this is something that I'm into. So this, at the thrift store I got, they had like a side of the store that if you got stuff that would fit within this bag, the whole bag would be worth $11, and then you would get like 30% off of the stuff on the other side of the store. And so this was part of the $11 bag, and I got 2 items in there, so we could say that this was like $6.50, like $6. We have a theme. Okay, next, this is a Shein top, and I'll tell you why I have this. It's because my mom lives in an apartment complex, and there had been these packages sitting outside that just had been unclaimed for months. And so she finally was like, I'm gonna grab them, and I'm gonna see what's in there. And so this was one of the items in there, and so it didn't fit her, and so she asked me if I wanted it, and I was like, yeah, sure. Like, I'll try that out. So this is Shein. It's extra large. If I was buying this off the website, which I wouldn't buy anything from Shein. That's just me. Obviously, I don't keep that same energy for Target, but I was like, yeah, this could be a nice, like, flowy top for the summer. Yeah. So I have this now. I have not worn it. I've had it for like a week, and I probably won't wear it until like the spring and summer. This was free to me, so shout out to the person who left their packages there for months. For the record, my mom is gonna donate like all of it to a women's shelter, all the other stuff, because it was a lot of like formal wear, and so she was like, perfect, I know exactly the place for this. Okay, here is one of those crew neck sweaters that I was talking about, and I liked the idea of this horizontal gray stripe, but it turns out this color scheme is just like, it's not my favorite. I did wear this one time with like a blue and white big flannel over the top, and I liked that. So I like this for a layering piece, but I don't really like it on its own. And it's a pretty big sweater to like layer. I definitely got this from the men's section at Goodwill, and so this was like maybe $10 because it was a sweater. Yeah, it's a small 100% cotton. It's fine. I like the collar though. I like a ribbed collar. Whatever. Okay, here's another piece that I got from Colin's sister. She said she liked it and she just hadn't really worn it. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm obsessed with that. I was really wanting this energy as this, like having a cardigan that I could just button up and wear as a top. And now I'm in the same boat where I really like it, but I've just never worn it. So this is from Witty Fox. It's in a size large, and it's blue and has little yellow embroidered flowers. We'll see if I don't think I'm going to pull this out. Next, this is like a kind of meshy top. I got this from Urban Outfitters, and I got this with the intent of wearing it at Lollapalooza. I think I actually wore this with the lavender shorts. Yeah, and this is cool because it was like nipples out, and it's a very cool blue color, very bright. And so this was like $30 probably, and I haven't worn it again since Lollapalooza, but I did convince myself when I bought it that it was gonna be part of my wardrobe, and so that's yet to be seen, but I'm giving her a chance still. Okay, next, I'm gonna pull this out of 2 other tops, which are all Unfinished Legacy shirts. So there is a brand, Unfinished Legacy, out of Milwaukee, and now they have since gone to LA to like expand the business, and they just make some pretty sick shirts. And so, like a good Milwaukee supporter, I like subscribed to their newsletter and stuff, and so eventually they got me. This was the first one that I got, and this is the one that I like the least. This is the one that I like the most. I think it's so fucking cool, and I love these colors together. But a close second is this one with the blue outline. And I love the color of these. I also love the color of this shirt, and they're just very nice. These are in smalls, and these 2 shirts got a ton of use from me. Honestly, since I bought them. I wear them pretty often, like once a month at least. So these are very cool. Shout out to Unfinished Legacy, shout out to Brema, shout out to Milwaukee. Okay, next, I have a leather jacket. I did not buy this. I got this as a hand-me-down from Colin's mom, because it like didn't fit her anymore, or she just like didn't wear it, and I was like, ooh, I would love to have a leather coat. I've never had one, but it's not exactly the fit that I would go for myself, so it is very comfortable. But yeah, that's all I'll say on that. Next, we have a black sweater. It says Mr. Morale, and then on the back, the big steppers. This is Kendrick Lamar merch. We got VIP tickets, and so the VIP tickets came with merch included, and this is that sweater, and it's fucking awesome, and I really like it. I actually have worn it a lot with these blue pants, because then I'll wear like a black and white belt and black and white shoes, and I don't know, I'm a navy blue and black gal now. Like, I mix those colors, and I think that they look good. So, yeah. I don't think that they had this particular one on sale, but I would say that this is probably worth like $80, and I paid for VIP tickets that were I don't actually remember. It was like a lot of money. But I'm glad I have it now, and I'm glad that I got the VIP tickets for the show, because it was fucking sick. We were literally on the fucking barricade and like 2 yards away from this man, and it was such a fucking awesome show. It's like very hard to not now want to get VIP tickets all the time. And for the record, I think we got the VIP tickets because the like normal GA ones were sold out. So we were like, ugh. Next. This is also from that thrift store in LA. This was the item that was on the more expensive side, and it's like lingerie. It's got a very deep cut, and so when I wear this, my boobs are out. So it didn't fit the way that I expected it to. I think it has room for alterations to like maybe be a viable top. It definitely doesn't fit as like a full bodysuit. Like if I clip it at the bottom, then it's like pulling the shirt down so much and my boobs can't help but be out. But I think I could maybe make this work. I just need to put some effort into it. So this ended up being, it was like $18 and then it was 30% off. So it was like 12. And do I regret it? Kinda. Like I think it's one I could have gone without, but it felt exciting to try out because I've never found lingerie at a thrift store that I've actually been like attracted to. Usually I'm just like, not for me, not for me. But this is cool. I'm exhausted. This is exhausting. I have another thread-up piece. This is a black bodysuit, and it's like a thong bodysuit, and it fits fine. I thought I was gonna grab for this all the time, and like having a black tank top bodysuit, similar to the blue and the pink ones. I was like, this is gonna be such a staple, and I just have literally never worn this. And I spent like $15 at least on this, and I just don't care. It's not a bad piece. I just like don't wear it. So it's from Nylon Apparel, and it's in a size small, and I don't know, it gets the job done, but now I just, for some reason, never want to wear a black tank top. And so it's just here waiting for its moment. Next, this is a tits shirt. This is it, the bar in Milwaukee, owned by the world famous drag queen Trixie Mattel, and I found this at the thrift store at Goodwill, and I think it was $10. They knew, and I knew. I was like, this is so cool, and this is in a large, and so I got this when I was in my like bike shorts era and really trying to make those work. So I wore this one time with a pair of like blue bike shorts, and it was fine. I have, however, not really entered that era again, and so I haven't really worn this again, and it's like a bit big to just wear for me personally, but I keep it because like it's in, like the graphic is in really good shape, and I just kind of couldn't believe that I found a piece of like old tits merch, because since then they have now come out with like more Trixie centered merch, and so when I found this I was like, this is cool, I have to buy it. Do I regret it? Yeah, I think so. I really didn't need it, and I wouldn't miss it if it was gone. On the flip, here is another piece of Kendrick merch. I got it from one of the people who like stand outside the venues with like a big fucking duffel bag and are selling these. So I got this for $20, and I got Colin one as well, and so it has the album cover and then all the tour dates. And I really like wearing this shirt. I just think it's really cool. And I've worn it with these pants a lot. Black and navy blue does not scare me. And so, but then the blue and the orange, yeah. Oh, I just got a cramp in my foot. What the fuck? Okay, next. This is a gray zip-up hoodie. I got this for free because it was part of the UIF Fab merch package. So I was intending to go to this meetup for the UIF program. I'm not going to get into it. Basically, I got this zip up, and I thought, thank goodness. I had been waiting for having like a simple gray zip up hoodie that like fit nicely, because I have one that's a medium and it's very loose, and so I wear it when I'm working from home, but I don't love wearing it out the house. It's just a little bit too big, and so I thought I would really like this, but I hardly wear it. So I like it. I'm not gonna get rid of it, but I don't think I'm gonna wear it very often, especially not outside of UIF events. Next, we have got Bleachers merch. I got this at Summerfest after the Bleachers show, because we got into the Bleachers VIP section at Summerfest. I think it was my second time being in the VIP section. Both times I did not like pay for or intend to be in the VIP section, but on this occasion, I was standing there with my friend at the front of the general admission barricade, and there was somebody in the VIP who had been waiting for her friends, and so she asked us if we wanted to come in because her friends like weren't coming, and we were like, yeah. Oh my gosh. So anyways, it was a really fucking good show. We were like very, very close to the front, and it was just amazing. And so I had such a good time that I was like, oh, I'm gonna get this. And I was in a like ringer tee phase as well, and I thought that this was like the coolest thing ever. Yeah, so I've gotten good use out of this. This was probably $25, and I've regretted it sometimes because I am not a huge Bleachers stan, but I do like them, and so I felt like a bit of a fake fan getting this. But who cares if I'm a fake fan? I enjoy their music, I enjoy their concert, and I enjoyed this shirt. So, okay, we're getting there. Next, I have this striped button-up shirt, and I thrifted this for under $10, and yeah, that's just kind of all it is. I have a few other button-up short sleeves like this, and I thought this would be a good addition. This is me venturing into my neutrals, into my beiges, and I've worn this a couple times, but I really like having this piece in my wardrobe. Like, it just feels like a good piece for me. It's Arizona Jean Co. So this is probably from like JCPenney. I really like it. Okay, this is the last Big Bud Press item. I swear. Got this thinking it would be nice to have a staple white shirt. I've actually bought a few different white shirts from different online companies, and I've been dissatisfied every single time. And so this is more of like a cream color, and I liked that it has a seam across the front so that there's at least some kind of texture and dimension on it. It's not completely plain. And I got this in an extra small, and it fits well. I've only worn it once since having it for like almost 2 years. I'm not going to get rid of it, but I could have gone without this, certainly. And it was, I think, probably like $20. So, yeah. Okay, we have another Costco find. This is like a linen blend shirt in a neutral color, and I liked this. I liked this for the summer. I only wore it a couple times, but I put it as like an over-the-top thing over a t-shirt for if I knew it was going to get a little chillier in the evening, and it was all right. It was good. This was probably like $12 to $15, and that said, I just kind of hyped it up, but I think I regret this one, and I could really go without it. I was in like a linen mood, in a linen phase where I'd heard people say like, oh, linen is such a good material for the summer because it's so breathable, and I had never had anything linen, and so I was like, oh my gosh, cool, like linen stuff at Costco. And it's fine. Like, I could live without it. I have plenty of other over-the-top shirts that I wear, and this was largely unnecessary. I do think it has potential for wearing buttoned up as a shirt in the spring summer. Next, this is a piece I thrifted. I don't remember where, but I love this shirt. I love the pattern. It's not even like that complex of a pattern. It's just black and tan, and I love the color. I love that it's like a Henley, and that the sleeves and the collar have like a juxtaposed color, and it's just awesome. It's St. John's Bay, and it's 100% cotton, but I just really, really like this. So this was, like, let's say it was $10 at the thrift store, and I love it. Okay, next we have more merch. So this is famously the Tyler the Creator merch. It says "Call me if you get lost" on it. I bought this at the Tyler show in Milwaukee, and I got it in brown. They had it in green, which I love. But for some reason I was like, let's step out of our comfort zone and get brown. Because I had been seeing like Tyler style a lot of brown, and I was like, I think it's time to try this out. Like, I think that this might have some potential for me. And it has. It's been fine. I like this sweatshirt. I just wish I would have gotten the green one, because I really love green. And I just kind of like this. So that's how I feel about it. This was like also $50. It was a lot of money. And so a lot of money to like try something out. I don't know. But here we are. Okay, next. This is a sweatshirt that I got at Goodwill. And it is for Loyola University, a university I've never attended, nor will I ever probably attend. But it fits so well and is so comfy, and I love maroon. And this is also funny to me personally because it's maroon and gold, and that's also the colors of the Minnesota Twin Cities University, the fucking Gophers or whatever. And I know a lot of people who went to Minnesota. It's a very popular school to go to from Madison. And it's comfy, it fits nice, and so I've worn this out. Usually I just wear this for like a lounger, but yeah. Alright, and then I have a Christmas sweater that I got. This is now my like go-to ugly Christmas sweater because I haven't had an ugly Christmas sweater at all. And so this has some birds in a window and the fun collar, and yeah, this was like $6 at Value Village. So I'm glad I got it. But we're not done yet. This is a crop top that I thrifted because I have a black tube top and I really, really like the solid black tube top, and so I thought I would like the one with more color, but I've really struggled to style this one because they're like primary colors, and I don't know. It's just been tough. I regret buying it. Here's another tank top. I got this at Value Village. It was like a full length tank top, and I cropped it, and I've worn this with the green pants. I've worn it with the tan pants. I've worn this a lot, and I really, really like it. It's a Eddie Bauer shirt, and it's a large, so it fit very loosely, but it also like is a thick fabric and has some structure. So that was probably $4, and I'm extremely satisfied with that purchase. Next, I got a Cuddle Duds long sleeve at, I think, also the Salvation Army. And I'd heard of these as being winter wear layering stuff. And my mom was telling me about it. And they like sold it at Kohl's. It was like that kind of energy. And they're supposed to be so soft. And I'm here to tell you, they're soft. Having gotten it at the thrift store and having it still feel like such good condition and so soft and so cozy, this has quickly become my favorite long sleeve. And I want more. I've got a couple anime shirts. So the Demon Slayer one is one that I did by myself. We were looking at the graphic t-shirts in Target, and Colin saw this one and then he got it for himself, and I was like, that shirt's so sick. And I was really into Demon Slayer at the time. We had just watched the first season, and it's a cool shirt. So I've worn it a few times. It's nice. Callum got me an Attack on Titan shirt because he was getting his little sister, different little sister than I borrowed, or than I traded clothes with. He was getting her some stuff, and he saw this and he got it for me because he knew that I like green and that I was like really into Attack on Titan, and yeah, so it's cool. It's a cool shirt. This one, a group of my friends were doing this annual kind of hangout thing and had the idea to make t-shirts. So one of them made an image that like is supposed to look kind of like Milwaukee on Dali, and so this is like the AI generated image, and we got it on shirts, and I think it's cool. And it's a nice quality white t-shirt. Nice. So that was $15. Next, I got this shirt at the thrift store because it's a rip and dip shirt where you uncover the cat in the pocket. When I got this, I was like, oh my gosh, that's so cool that I found one of these at the thrift store. Like, I think that that's so funny. And then I got home and Colin was like, didn't Rip and Dip get big canceled? And it turned out they totally did. And I can't remember what it was for, but it was like some like bad shit. Okay, we're in the home stretch here. I got this jacket for my Halloween costume because I didn't know if I was going to go as like an artist or like a professor. And so this felt like a professor jacket for like a philosophy professor or something. And I didn't end up wearing it for Halloween. It's not my style, and I'm probably never going to wear it. So I don't know what I'm going to do with it. And I regret buying that. And it was like, I don't know, like $6. Okay, this is another Costco buy where I was really into the pattern. I was like, oh, I don't really have any orange clothes. And so it's like an orange, really small print gingham. But it's one of like a t-shirt thickness, but it is a long sleeve with a hood. And this has not really been a style that I've liked in the past, but I took a chance on it and it was like $10. I regret buying this 100%. 100%. Okay, now, our last section, if you're keeping up, is going to be accessories. And let's get into that. I'm going to bring you a little closer. Okay, team. So, I'll start with this. I did buy this at Urban Outfitters, and I think it was like $10. That's the wrong side. And it's pretty. It's cute. I got it with the intent to like try to put it in my hair at Lollapalooza. It's just so slippery and my hair is so thin that it just doesn't really happen. I got another one that was like more like black and red and orange and blue and green, and I lost that at Lollapalooza. So RIP to that. Yeah, I was hoping that I could figure out a way to like style this in my hair, but my hair it isn't working. So I'm gonna hang on to it. Like, I could also probably style it as like an ascot. I could wear it with what I'm wearing right now, you know? So this is one of those pieces that I like to think is something that I have for whenever I want to jump outside of my comfort zone, but it's just not now. I also got a hat at the first Lollapalooza, this yellow with yellow embroidery, because I loved, at the time I got this, and I still do, I love like the monochromatic embroidery. I have a red sweatshirt that, if you know me in real life, which if you're watching this video, you probably know me in real life. And if you know me in real life, I don't know that you made it this far in the video, but I appreciate you nonetheless. And I have this red sweatshirt that says Paris, and it's maroon, and then the embroidery is maroon, and I just think it looks so cool. And so I also think this looks so cool. However, I haven't loved styling this. I feel like it's the same beat with the yellow sweatshirt. The yellow just makes me look kind of washed out, and so I'm not going to get rid of it. I'm really going to try my hardest, but it just hasn't been something I go for. And I think that this was like $25 or $30, and I could have gone without it, is what I'm trying to say. On the flip, here is a hat. Used to be Colin's hat. It is now my hat, because it doesn't really fit his head anymore, but it totally fits mine. And it's a blue and yellow and pink tie-dye bucket hat, and it's small enough, and like the brim is small enough, that I feel like it fits my head, whereas other bucket hats I've tried just like always feel huge, and like I'm drowning in them. And so I've really, really liked wearing this. Like, this was very much a go-to hat for this whole summer. So shout out to Colin. Thank you very much. I'll tell you what brand it is, in case you also need. This is a New Hatton, 100% cotton, large, extra large. So do with that what you will. Okay, and lastly, I got these two hats. I got these within the last couple weeks here, because we went to Old Navy for Colin for his day present shopping, and maybe there's a theme here of shopping at Old Navy for birthdays. But they had these hats they were $10, but then they were like 50% off. So each of these was $5 or less. Maybe it was $4. And I've been in a big lavender kick, as you can see. And so I wanted to get a lavender beanie, and then I got a neutral tan one, because I have a burnt orange one, and I really like wearing it. It's like a nice hat for when I'm having a greasy hair day, and also just, wearing out and keeping my ears warm. So I got these. Big fan, big fan. Okay, so if you were keeping count, I said that I got like $180 back in girlfriend credit, and I've only mentioned at this point this sweatshirt and the leggings. I spent the rest of the money on socks, actually, and these are really nice socks. They're actually incredible socks, and they're cute patterns. So I got green ones, these like kind of orange, they're more of like a neutral brown, but they like lean orange that just say girlfriend. These like creamy colored ones with green flowers. I think these ones have flowers too. These are orange with white flowers. And then these blue ones that just say here and now. And then these peach ones that say please recycle. These are quarter length now. And then I just got some solid black ones. And then I got some teal ones that also say please recycle. And I gotta say, I've never thrown down for socks this hard. They're really good socks. I have some Costco socks that are like the quarter length ones, and they're extremely soft. They're so soft and so comfortable, but the like patterns and designs aren't awesome, but these patterns and colors are awesome. I'm honestly especially excited about the black ones, because I have wanted socks to wear with my black and white like slip-on checkered Vans, because they're not white, they're like a cream color, and so I can't wear like white socks, but I can wear black socks. And now I have these bold colors, like solid colors to wear with them. I just haven't had any socks that really look good with them, besides no-shows, of course, but sometimes I don't want to wear no-shows. And I want to have like a little peak of color, like a little peak of teal. So anyway, very excited about those socks. I also, like I teased before, I have these two black and white belts. Basically what happened is I was at Target and I bought this one. And it was after I had gotten the black and white checkered Vans, and I was like, I just want a more fun black belt, because I have a black leather belt, but it's just kind of lame, and I just have never really worn it, and it felt always like a little too formal, versus like, I don't know, this brown belt feels more casual, and it has the pattern on it. I don't know if you can even see it, but anyways, I wanted like a more fun black belt, and I was like, I can't really see myself wearing this with the black checkered Vans, but I think this will be nice to have. And then I ended up going to, what's it called? St. Vinny's. And I saw this one, and I was like, this is even cooler. And then I could wear this one with the black and white checkered Vans, so that I'm not like doing a pattern on pattern on pattern. That being said, I have actually worn this one way more, and I've worn it with the black and white checkered Vans. And I have now black and white checkered earrings, which I'll show you in a second. And so I've really like stacked it up. This is what I'll wear with the black Kendrick Lamar sweater, and then these pants. And I just feel like the coolest bitch alive. Like, it's true. This one is like not as thick and not as wide. And so It isn't as awesome for like actually holding up my pants, but it's had its moments. It's had its moments. Okay, next. These are some of the necklaces I've picked up. I think all 4 of these are from Target in the clearance section, because I figure if I'm gonna buy fast fashion jewelry, I'm at least gonna get it for cheap. Like, you've already exploited your employees, I'm at least gonna give you like the least money possible. That's an excuse. Anyway, so this I haven't worn it yet. This one is orange and I've worn this a lot, so I would say I regret this one so far. I do not regret this one. This one has like tarnished pretty badly up here. I have a tarnished cloth, but it's just kind of annoying, and the chain is so thin that it's like just flimsy, but it is cool. Like, I wore this a lot actually with the green tank top that I showed earlier that I really liked. But yeah, that's that. It's cute. I get it. I also got, I think that these were a pack actually, and this has like a little tiny bee. This is also tarnished pretty good, and when I wipe it, it doesn't turn back to normal. It's just obviously cheap jewelry, right? Like, it is what it is. But then I have this bee necklace, which I got from the Tyler the Creator show as well at the merch stand, and it's a very yellow gold, and so I haven't really found myself styling it very well, but Colin has worn this a good number of times, and it's been a really good piece for him. And then lastly, this is a custom dog tag that I got at Lollapalooza, and it says barbecue sauce on my titties. So, love that. Okay, now we'll look at some of the new earrings I got, and we'll start with these ones, and these mushroom ones. So these are all Shrinky Dinks, and I got them from a little like maker's market in Minneapolis or St. Paul at this like brewery. It was so unexpected, and these were I think $15 each, and they're just so cute. This one's like a woman's, well, presumably this is like a body with the butt and boobs, and then blue and white checkers, and then the mushrooms. Also, while I was in Minneapolis, I went to the Minneapolis Art Museum, and they were selling these in the gift shop. Like, they were, handmade, like, resin earrings. And so this really got me into being like, I'm going to wear way more fun earrings. And then I ended up also at the Tyler show, or the Kendrick show. There was a stand outside of the venue, outside of the Fiserv. This person was selling their custom jewelry, and so I got these gold hoops with like little flowers on them, which are very cool. And then got these black and white checkered zigzags, also super cool. So these I'll wear with my whole black and white getup. And then next, these purple ones here, which are like clay, and they've got the kind of multicolored, oh, I'll get them closer. They're like this, very beautiful. So these were from this one, this one, and this one. So these 5 were all from an estate sale. So an estate sale is when somebody has died, then the rest of their family will like sell a lot of their goods to just help supplement the costs, and because they just have a lot of stuff. And so I got all these. So these I think are just so beautiful. And like this gold one in particular is just, it's just like so unique. Like I've just never seen an earring like this. And these honestly all just feel so special. And I think that the woman whose jewelry this was, I think she made these. And so it just feels very special to own these. And they're just so beautiful and unique. And I got them for like $250 for each pair. Just fucking ridiculously cheap. Then here, I'm going to show you these closer. So here's the purple ones. Here's the blue and white checkered one. And here is the mushrooms. Very cool. And you know what I love about the Shrinky Dinks ones is they're so light. Some of these, like these clay seemingly ones, are so heavy in my ears. It's just nice to have ones that are light. Speaking of light ones, I got these ones, which are like little butterfly wings. And these are made of old school materials. They're from a creator who I'll put their name on the screen. It's like Hey Lola Arts, I think. And so she turns trash into jewelry. And obviously that's so fucking cool. And I got my friend Brenda a pair of the same ones. So now we match. And I think that's it for the jewelry that I've gotten this year. All right, that's it. Thank you for watching this video. I hope that this was as fun and interesting to you as the other videos like this are for me out on the internet. I love a haul. I really do. And I thought about trying all these on, but that we would be here forever. I plan to make a lot more like fashion content. I think I'm going to be doing more like lookbooky things because I don't want to haul a ton more clothes. I clearly like I've got enough, and now I'm also trying to like, when I don't like a particular piece, I'm trying to separate it from my wardrobe and then shop it later. So I have like a bunch of clothes actually under the bed too. Clothes I'm just not really into at the moment. I did pull out all the ones that I've gotten within the last year, but I have a lot of older clothes that are in there too. And so then the idea is that like, if I start to feel uninspired with the clothes that I have here, I can just shop my own closet, because there's been a handful of purchases that I noted that I made that I'm just not particularly pleased with. And so I'm trying to rein my consumption in. I also mentioned that I will be soon jobless. I'm going to freelance. I'm like being pretty vague here, but my income is not going to be as reliable as it has been the last couple of years. Yeah, so not buying clothes very much lends itself to that mentality. Yeah, and I just want to be more creative with the things that I have. So I'm going to be making more like lookbooky things just to like inspire other people to create outfits that make you feel more like yourself, and maybe my content helps you hone in what your individual style is. At least I hope so. So I hope you liked this. Like, comment, subscribe, the whole lot, you know. I know I like a long video. Hopefully other people like a long video too. So if you watch this all the way through, let me know. Let's like use the comment section a little bit. Since my channel is so small, I will certainly see the comment that you leave. And so also please be nice. My ego is very fragile. She's a tender gal. I mean, if you said that you like hate my style, I feel like secure enough at least in my style. It's just not for you. But please don't call me ugly. Please. I'm just not built for that. I'm also going to be uploading content around making over my house. I've now lived in this house for about a year, and I have a backlog of content that is me like decorating it and then redecorating it and reorganizing. So if you're interested in that, those videos will also be coming out on this channel. That's what's up. So thank you again for watching and supporting me and my kitty family. She wants to go. All right. Bye-bye.